nice, don't think twice. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be just fine if you only will. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. You can run, but you cannot hide. This is widely known. What you plan to do with your foolish pride when you're all by yourself alone? Won't you tell somebody the way that you feel? You can feel it beginning to ease. I think it's true what they say about the squeaky wheel always getting the grease. Better to shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be just fine if you only will. What I'd like to say to you, shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Oh, you're gonna show some love, yeah, sunshine.
Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel.
Show some
Things are
love.
gonna work out fine if you only will.
We're all God's children.
Shower the people you love with love.
Jesus said,
Shower the people you love with love.
oh, the greatest of these is love, yeah.
Man and all the creatures of the earth are in his hand. The nations' paths are ordered in his plan. But I see the mystery, and I hope that they could know. Lord Jesus, let them know. This world needs a God to save. This world needs a Son. He gave. This world needs a man to pray through the cold and see. Life created in a word, locked in time, but death was born to lock them both in strife. But I've seen the life he brings is stronger still than anything. Lord Jesus, let it shine. This world needs a God to save. This world needs a son he gave. This world needs a man to pray through the course of time, through the days of life, to bring peace again. God, bring them life again. Oh Lord, it's clear the time has come to set the captives free, to save a life in Jesus' name shall be my only aim. And then we'll see your love shining through this land. You'll set them free to realize the riches of your hand. God, you save. This world needs the sun you gave. This world needs a man to pray through the course of time, through the days of life, to bring peace again. God, bring us life again. Oh Lord, please let us see. God, you save the life you gave to save a wretch like me.
Good morning.
Thanks for waking up with us.
Good morning.
Good morning. We've
Good
talked
morning.
the whole night through.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We'll get Cindy on the phone here in just a little while. Move my keys. That don't look very nice.
Good morning.
You've got to
Kiss an angel good morning.
and let 'em know you think about 'em when you're gone.
If you're just now joining us, good morning, and now's the time to hit your like and your share button and ask all your friends to come on in and join us on Facebook Live.
Join us on the radio. Join the Army.
Good morning to the place called eternity. Good morning to the place made for you and me. Good morning to the day where there is no night. Good morning where the Son of God is our light. Good morning, let's go down where the children meet and we'll worship
Well, good morning. Is that mine or yours?
That's
all that
yours, I
noise?
think.
No? Mine's
I
off.
think it's mine. Oh, yeah, you said I needed it up a little bit for Cindy.
Oh, that did it. Well, we're getting everybody logged in here and signed in. Good morning, Lori. Still hearing all that.
I need to turn it down, or what? You can be able to. I guess we'll be able to hear her.
Yeah, we'll be able to hear her through the system. So
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get her on here.
I'm just about ready.
The special phone is
10-7.
sitting in my truck. I failed to bring it.
Man, I got a lot of people on here.
I know. I got a lot of people too. Good morning, everyone. Y'all must have missed us while we were off there a couple days. Missed y'all. Man, I'm still hearing all that background noise.
It ain't me.
Yeah.
Mine's off.
Well, whatever. Well, we're here. We got to get Cindy on the phone here in a few minutes. Like I said, the line we normally use to get you online here is inoperative this morning, and we'll address that issue. So we'll be working through Frank's cell phone this morning to get Cindy on the line, and she's already tuned in and watching us. Let's go to that Mighty Clouds of Joy that I like to kick the program off with every morning with B.J. Thomas.
Them old bad dreams been sleeping in your bed, and them old dark clouds been hanging around your head. But all your hard times will vanish in the wind when the mighty clouds of joy come rolling in. Holy Jesus, let your love seize us. Oh, let us find sweet peace within.
Hey, here's a special shout out. We'd like to just say hi to Joe Barron, candidate for sheriff of the city of Norfolk, Virginia. Good morning to you. Thanks for stopping by.
Mighty clouds of joy come rolling in. Those old storm clouds are slowly drifting by, and those old raindrops are fading from your eyes. Oh, Mr. Sun will shine on us again when the mighty clouds of joy come rolling in. Oh, holy Jesus, let your love seize us, Jesus. Oh, let us find sweet peace within. Hallelujah, happiness begins when the mighty clouds of joy come rolling in. Oh, holy Jesus, please let your love seize us, Jesus. Oh, let us find sweet peace within. Hallelujah, happiness begins when the mighty clouds of joy come rolling in. Oh, holy Jesus, won't you let your love seize us, Jesus? Oh, let us find sweet peace.
All right, let's see if we got Cindy. Cindy, are you there?
Good morning.
Good morning. You there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm going to need to turn you up a little here. I'm going to have to. Give me like a test count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. 5, 4, 3,
There
2,
we go.
1.
Now we got you loud and clear. I just had to I had to pull your gain up a little bit. So.
You had to dial me in.
Yeah, I had to dial you in.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Frank. Good morning, Ricky.
Well, Ricky is
On a coffee run.
on a coffee run right now. And
Okay.
can you hear Frank okay?
Hello?
Good morning. I can hear you.
Can you hear
morning.
me okay?
Oh, yes.
All right. Well, it's glad you could hear. You know what? It's been a few days since we've been here. We took Monday off. Cindy and Kirk, her husband Kirk, they spent the day together, and they were planning on having a nice, quiet, long weekend, and they ended up with company from 16 different places.
Yes. But it was wonderful. So
But they-
I have to say that, yes, my mom and grandma meter was hitting a 10. So it was good. It was
Very
worth
cool.
it.
Your mom and grandma meter was rolling, huh?
It was.
Well, all
it
right.
was.
That's a special gift anyway. We're glad to see you guys this morning. Bunch of you tuning in this morning. We're seeing you from all over the place. And you must have missed us. We sure did miss you. I miss doing the program when we're not here. And so anyway, we're glad to be back. Let's start it off with a little bit of music. What do you think about that? We've been playing a couple songs. Of course, we always start with Callaway in the morning with Shower the People with Love. And we had Jeff Seidel come right behind Jeremy Callaway with God to Save. And then, of course, I like to start after we do our morning intro with that Mighty Clouds of Joy come rolling in. We like to spread a little joy. And I think what we'll do right now is go to T. Graham Brown and Vince Gill on a song called He'll Take Care of You. We'll be right back.
You say you got troubles down deep in your soul, in over your head and out of control. Just go to him. He'll take care of you. You can run to the doctor or psychiatrist. You're never gonna figure out just what it is that you're going through. He knows all about you. He'll take care of everything. Soothe your soul and make your heart sing.
Forget all your pain, let down the past. He knows what you need before you ask. Just go to him, and he'll take care of you. Well, you don't have to beg, you don't have to plead. Just tell him you love him, and that's all he needs to pull you through. He'll take care of you.
He'll take care of everything. He's gonna soothe your soul and make your heart sing. So the next time you come to the end of your rope, just call out his name, 'cause there's always hope when you turn to him. Oh, he'll take care of you. Oh, amen. Oh, amen.
Well, it's 8:17 here on the East Coast of the United States of America. That means it's 17 minutes after the hour somewhere, wherever it is that you might be. What time is it where you are? I don't know. I know it's about 7:17 where Cindy is, and she's up getting her curlers out of her hair and You know,
Sure
doing all that
am.
stuff. You got your curlers out.
Sure am.
She got those big old pink curlers. Remember the
Foam ones.
It was she's,
They're blue.
She used
Yeah.
she used to have those black ones with the little sticky stuff inside. You put the pink plastic pin through.
Now, when I was a kid, and all the little girls that are old like I am, we used to have those little pink foam curlers that you could sleep in. And Mama would wash your hair at night, and then roll them up, do those pin pulls, roll them up at night, and you'd sleep in those pink rollers. You'd wake up in
How
the
about
morning,
them old
and
little
hopefully your
hard
hair
ones?
would dry.
That's what.
The little old hard ones for like them permanents.
Oh gosh,
Now,
y'all
these-
should. I wish we had a
yeah.
pic. We need to get a picture of Frank when he had that permanent. We had that afro out there about that big. Frank had a fro. I mean, he had a fro that was that big.
Well, in the 90s, men permed their hair.
Nah,
That's way
It
before
wasn't the
then.
90s. That was
Now-
that was the 70s. He had a pair
well,
of Kiss
well-
boots. Frank had a pair of Gene Simmons boots that went up past his knees, and they were about that high.
Part of the mod squad.
Well, and maybe it started in the 70s, but in the 90s, men were still perming their hair. But
Leisure
everything
suits.
is a circle. Life is a circle, so watch it come back around. Watch it come back around.
We used to. I don't know if leisure suits will make it. We used to put on leisure suits and then wear a tie with it. I mean, it kind of defeats the purpose.
Or have a silk shirt. Remember the silk shirt with the leisure suit,
Oh, the big,
bell bottom,
big collar out about right here. Yeah.
the big platform
Yeah.
shoes.
I'm telling you, my brother, I hope he's on here this morning. That reminds me again of my brother when we checked into boot camp. They make you get undressed. He's standing there in a pair of butterfly bikini underwear.
Oh, Howard.
Yeah, but he wore the bell bottoms and the stack shoes about that high. He looked like, I mean,
Yes, but the 60s are here now. If you see the young men's suits now, the jackets are shorter, and then the pants are hemmed up. I mean, they're high water.
they
That
look
is
like
absolutely
they look like they
popular.
put their suit in a washing machine. I was looking at the weather guy this morning.
I know, but that's the trend.
I know the
That
local
is
weather
the
guy. It
trend.
looked like about a size 18 boys Buster Brown shoes. I mean suit.
Like Rocky in Nashville. Remember when Rocky showed up, had that suit with the sleeves come up to...
But it's funny
It's just
looking
a
at the way
trend.
they wear their clothes these days. Here comes Ricky. Ricky ain't had a smile all morning. I don't know what's up with Ricky. We'll try to get him going. But yeah, man, the leisure suits and now I remember when Frank and I first got to Nashville. I'd been there a few months, and then I sent for Frank. I said, I need you down here, man. I think this is actually working out. So I said, I'll come and get you in a plane. He said, what? So I said, I'll come and get you in a plane. So we come taxiing into, what was it Piedmont or Stevens Aviation or Piedmont?
Piedmont Aviation.
Yeah, the Piedmont over here, Stevens in Nashville.
Right. So
So we come taxiing in that jet and pick Frank up in a private jet and fly back to Nashville. And we started the week off with a Mr. T starter kit. Remember that?
Yeah.
had gold and all. It was back in the old days. Good grief. Oh my goodness. Frank and I have been around it for the last 40 years.
Those were the days.
We've done it. Well, I just had my birthday, Cindy.
That's right. And I called and sang happy birthday to you Saturday, the evening, well, a few hours early.
You did. Hey, by the
And
way, Pastor.
Alma had, you both.
Yeah, and Pastor
You
Bubba's.
and Alma both had your birthday.
We sure did. And Pastor Bubba's in the house. I see him checking in this morning. Good morning, Pastor Bubba. Make sure you like and
Yeah,
share
good
and get that
morning.
around to all your big audience this morning. I noticed that a while ago. Hang on just a minute. I'm going to tell you something. This is kind of interesting. You know, we've been getting up into the whole bunches of them, but before we've even hit the bottom of the hour, we're almost at 500 of you right now. So if you can only see, like the particular feed I'm on, I can only
20
see
minutes.
I can see about 10. All right,
So
10,
let me
12.
give a go. I
But
don't
we're
have my
going out
phone.
we're going out across a whole bunch of different places. And you know what, Frank, you don't have your phone, so I'll tell you what I'll do.
Let me do a couple shout outs here, a couple of people that I did see before I gave it up. Been
Wait a
home
minute.
about 3 months.
Say that again. We went blank for a minute.
Oh, Debbie Vick, a good friend of mine. She's on vacation in Ohio. She ain't been home in about 3 months, Anyway, she'll be back home tomorrow. Welcome back home, Debbie. I'm glad you're having a good time there. My sister Gwen, I saw that she'd signed on earlier. Good morning, Gwen. Who else was it? I think I spoke about my buddy, Johnny Clifton, who owns Dr. Johnny's, the appliance store. Man, his wife, her name is Tommy. Sweet, sweet woman. She has been to hell and back.
Oh, really?
With her liver.
Oh, my.
Back and forth. And they've got her set up for the Mayo Clinic. So, Johnny, if you're listening, I know you're back at the hospital again because Tommy's bleeding inside again. And just now they've got her on her ventilator and all kind of stuff. So,
wow.
I hope you can get her down there to Mayo. I'm sure they'll get her straight and replace that old liver. Dan Schwab.
Yeah, Dan.
Just got his heart.
All right.
On Friday. They kept him under Saturday. He was sitting up in a chair eating dinner on Sunday.
Congratulations, Sparky.
Right, Sparky. That's exactly what I was thinking, too, on the way here. Sparky.
Congratulations, Sparky.
And Hart doing great.
Well, you know what? In view of all this, Cindy, do you have anything else that you want to add on that? Because I'm getting ready to play a song, if you do, or even if you don't.
I want to share. We also were asking for prayer for Chris.
Chris, yeah.
Chris Funk. And his surgery was not successful. They were not able to find a place to put a vein in the heart for another access. So we just want to continue to pray for him that the access he does have in his leg will hold up. So
yeah. Here's a song. The title is simply called Pray.
The doctor just told you we've done all we can. He's lived a good life, and he's a fine man. Your dad's losing strength now, he's slipping fast. It's a matter of hours until your father has passed. So you pray, let the God of creation have his way. You just stand on the truth, and at the end of the day, it might not work out like you think it should, but when you pray, everything works for your good. In her bedroom, she's a little bit sad. She posts on Facebook, I miss my dad. But I live with Mom, and I love her too. I'm torn between them, now what should I do? She decides to pray and let the God of creation have his way. Just stand on the truth, and at the end of the day, it might not work out like you think it should, but when you pray, everything works for your good. Sometimes when the God calms the sea. Sometimes when the storms rage, he just calms me. So pray and let the God of creation have his way. I just stand on the truth, and at the end of the day, it might not work out like I think it should, but when I pray, everything works for my good, for my good. When I pray,
everything works for my good. And it's 27 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock here on the East Coast of the United States of America. It means it's 27 minutes past the hour somewhere, wherever you are, out there on the left-hand coast of the United States, out there in the land of great people like Kelly Lewis.
Do you have Dooley and Taylor and all them this morning?
I haven't seen Chris, and I haven't seen Dooley. Somebody needs to put out an APB for Chris.
Well, I sent invites out to him.
Yeah.
I thought Chris would be sitting waiting anyway.
Yeah, he usually is. Well, anyway, Cindy, I'm going to take a minute, and I'm going to put the program up on our monitor screen. Now, guys, we'll be seeing in about a 7-second delay when we're watching it on the monitor the way we're doing it this morning. But that way Frank can participate in, because we're using Frank's phone for communication with Cindy this morning. So we'll be able to see what's going on there.
Cindy, how are things going down there
Good
in
morning.
Texas?
Hold on. Good morning. Jessica Huddleston is on this morning. Good morning, Jessica.
She's a promoter, right?
She is indeed a promoter, and a darn good one.
Good morning, Cindy.
And there's the fabulous Ricky Rocket. Did you hear him? Can you hear him, Cindy?
Good morning, Ricky.
Hey, how you doing?
Yes. Yeah. By the way,
I'm
Jessica.
doing good. Yes, I can.
Yes,
Good.
Jessica. That was me singing that. That's off of my album, The Wretch, isn't it? And is that on Wretch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I see the Rev.
Yeah, I saw the Reverend Bubba Pugh.
I didn't know if he resigned or what. I ain't seen him in a month.
No, he went down and got smart. He's gone and got more education than he already had. He went down to
Orlando, right?
Yeah, he went down to the Mickey Mouse School of Don't Do It.
That's the best. What a way to wake up in the morning.
Yeah, he that's where he went. He went down to the Mickey Mouse School of Don't Do It. Knock it off. Now he went down to the Maxwell School Leadership Conference, Leadership School, and got his certification as a public speaker. I don't know what he needed that for. He's been talking in public for a while, so about 30 years or so.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Oh, wow.
Wait a minute. I messed it up. So, Cindy?
Yes.
What do you do? What am I doing, guys?
We don't know.
I keep hitting buttons here, and I'm going to hit the wrong button and send us back to 1964.
Well, the clothes are out. So
back to wearing leisure shoots, huh?
The 60s,
We just talked about that.
the 60s, the retro 60s are in. If you look at the way they're building houses now, look at furniture. The 60s are kind of back.
I know.
So I'm hoping they skip maybe we can skip the 70s and 80s and 90s and go back to 2000.
You remember 2 years ago? You remember 2 years ago when I put the canopy things over my windows and everybody was giving me a hard time, except Cindy. Everybody was giving me a hard time.
No,
man,
I love them.
your house looks all dated.
They're retro.
Yeah, and now I saw on one of the home improvement shows on HGTV. That's the thing now.
By putting awnings up and dormers.
Putting stuff over putting the canopies and stuff and awnings over your windows.
Yeah.
In all the metropolitan areas like in D.C. and New York and Philadelphia, that's what
It's all
those
coming back.
Yeah, man.
It's all coming
back.
It's very vintage.
Cindy, the reason Martin took my phone this morning so I couldn't get a picture underneath the table because he's in his skinny jeans.
I am, aren't I? Hey, hold on. Oh, about broke my head.
See?
Yeah, he's got some skinnies on this morning.
Look at that.
Got on some stovepipes.
Man, I put on a pair of my old pants and fell through them and hung myself on my belt like I killed myself. I fell right through them.
Yeah,
I did 20 miles on that bike yesterday, and you know what? The funny thing is, those of you who've been following that, if you're not following that, you need to check it out. Because one of two things is going to happen. I'll get on and make a commitment. Okay, I'm going to do 18 miles today. I'm either going to do it, and you're going to get to see me do it, or I'm going to die on Facebook Live because I ain't quit. I'm either going to have a heart attack
He's been watching the Jack. He's going back to the Jack LaLanne days.
I'm telling you, but I'm either gonna make my goal or I'm gonna die right there, or just pass out. So it'll be fun to watch either way. But I've been having a few hundred people every morning jump in, and it's like like they're trying to watch a sideshow freak or something. Watch him go. Had a guy say, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm generating power for Gilligan's Island."
Did you have a cigar this morning or what?
No, man, I hadn't had a cigar in weeks. I knocked it off.
Jack LaLanne.
That'd be kind of stupid. Wouldn't it be stupid to get up and eat blueberries and strawberries and stuff for breakfast, go out there and do 20 miles on a stationary bike and then fire up a big old stogie? That'd be...
Well, you can eat blueberries. The blueberries are good for you.
I eat them every morning. I eat blueberries and strawberries. And what about?
Yeah.
I remember. Do you remember Captain Morgani? Mm-hmm. He's probably still with us. He wasn't that old. He's probably still around. I saw him. He was training to go to the FBI Academy because he had to go to the FBI Academy to get promoted from lieutenant to captain, I think. And so he was training to go for the FBI Academy. And I was driving. Remember, I used to live in Bromley, and I coming up by Botanical Gardens, and I was going to turn onto Azalea Garden and go back over to Meadow Lake Drive. And I saw him running with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. He's jogging with him.
Oh, no.
He was a chain smoker. All right, let's do a song. Here's the Palmetto State Quartet with Children Go Where I Send Thee.
Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? I'm gonna send thee one by one. One for the little bitty baby, born of the Virgin Mary. Born in Bethlehem. The children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? I'm gonna send thee two by two. Two for Paul and Silas. One for the little bitty baby, born of the Virgin Mary. Born in Bethlehem. The children go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? I'm gonna send thee three by three. Three for the Hebrew children. Two for Paul and Silas. One for the little bitty baby, born of the Virgin Mary. Born in Bethlehem.
Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee?
I'm gonna send thee 4 by 4. 4 for the 4 that stood at the door. 3 for the Hebrew children. 2 for Paul and Silas. 1 for the little bitty baby, born of the Virgin Mary. Born in Bethlehem.
Oh, children, go where I send thee. How should I send thee?
Well, I'm gonna send thee 5 by 5 by 5 for the gospel preacher. 4 for the 4 that stood at the door. 3 for the Hebrew children. 2 for Paul and Silas. 1 for the little bitty baby, born of the Virgin Mary. Born in Bethlehem.
My children go where I send thee. How shall I send thee?
Well, I'm gonna send the 6 by 6. 6 for the 6 that couldn't get fixed. 5 from the gospel preacher. 4 for the 4 that stood at the door. 3 for the Hebrew children. 2 for Paul and Silas. 1 for the little bitty baby, born of the Virgin Mary. Born in Bethlehem. Oh, children, go where I send thee. How will I send thee? I'm gonna send the 7 by 7. 7 for the 7 that couldn't get to heaven. 6 for the 6 that couldn't get to fit. 5 for the gospel preacher. 4 for the 4 that stood at the door. 3 for the Hebrew children. And 2 for Paul and Silas. 1 for the little bitty baby, born by the Virgin Mary. Born in Bethlehem. Well, children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? I'm gonna send thee 8 by 8.
8 for the 8 that stood at the gate. 7 for the 7 that couldn't get to heaven. 6 for the 6 that couldn't get fixed. 5 for the gospel preacher. 4 for the 4 that stood at the door. 3 for the Hebrew children. 2 for Paul and Silas. 1 for the little bitty baby born of the Virgin Mary. Born in Bethlehem. The children go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? Well, that's how the whole thing started. 876543218. 48 that stood at the gate. 747 that couldn't get hit. 646 that couldn't get bit. 5 for the gospel preacher. 4 for the 4 that stood at the door. 3 for the Hebrew children. 2 for Paul and Silas. Well, 1 for the little bitty baby born of the Virgin Mary. Born in Bethlehem.
Good morning, Ana Maria, and those of you who are joining us from around the country, across the street, around the world. We got folks listening for this morning from the Ukraine, from Russia, from Latvia, from Germany.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
From Morocco,
That's
from
amazing.
Saudi Arabia, from Afghanistan. We've got people that are tuning in on our radio side, the Smallest Gifts Broadcasting Network. You can download the app and get us 24/7 right there. It's SGBN Radio through your Apple Store or your Google Play Store, SGBN Radio. We're also broadcasting live on YouTube if you're having trouble seeing the Facebook feed. But we are live broadcasting on YouTube. Still have our process in place to get our Roku channel up and running. That's a bit of a process to get it done, but we're carried across on most of the new Samsung televisions through the SGBN app that is available there on the new Samsung digital TVs. And so we're getting it out there.
Yeah, we moving on up.
And just on our Facebook feed, we're running anywhere from right around 3,000 people on our Facebook feed.
That's
and
good.
And people who are coming in to watch us. I don't know what there is to see, but
And if you're listening down there in the Caribbean right now, you are in our thoughts.
and prayers.
Amen.
Yeah. Hey, Cindy.
That's right. Yeah.
Cindy, I keep let's make something clear. I bet I've had, I don't know, I've probably had, I'd say conservatively 30 inquiries about how you are with response to the hurricanes and so forth.
Oh, yes,
And-
and I'm miles away.
Right.
I'm miles.
Texas, for those of you who've never been there,
Place is big.
when you drive Nashville to Texas and you
much.
Boring.
Mine
Cindy.
will buy wood, get wood. And I get that third pound.
start the broadcast now.
Am I old, Cindy?
For those of you that were watching us on Facebook, we're firing it back up, so we'll go back through our process again. Let's go to Callaway with Shower the People. We'll just start over.
You can play the game, you can act out the part, though you know it wasn't written for you. But tell me, how can you stand there with your broken heart, ashamed of playing the fool? One thing can lead to another, it doesn't take any sacrifice. Oh, father and mother, sister and brother, if it feels nice, don't think twice. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be just fine if you only will. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. You can run, but you cannot hide. This is widely known. What you plan to do with your foolish pride you're all by yourself alone. Won't you tell somebody the way that you feel? You can feel it beginning to ease. I think it's true what they say about the squeaky wheel always getting the grease. Better to shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be just fine if you only will. What I'd like to say to you, shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Oh. You're gonna show some love, yeah, sunshine.
Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel.
Show some
Things are
love.
gonna work out fine if you only will.
We're all God's children.
Shower the people you love with love.
Jesus said,
Shower the people you love with love.
oh, the greatest of these is love, yeah.
Well, we're back. We lost our Facebook feed, so we're on a different one now. If you're wondering what happened to the other one, we're here now. So we got a new feed, and so anyway, we're trying to get everything back up and running here. I noticed that we it happens sometimes, right? You know,
Well, it's been a couple weeks anyway.
yeah. It hadn't been a couple of weeks. It's been a few days.
I mean, a couple weeks since we dropped the thing.
Oh yeah,
The video.
it's been a long time. So let's do a little station ID. Here we go.
Hi, folks. I'm Marty Raven of the country music group Shenandoah, and you're listening to the Smallest Gifts Radio Network on SGBN.
What's the weather where you are? We're going to see what the weather is where you are right now. Right here in the city of Virginia Beach. As we get it pulled up, it's 70 degrees and mostly cloudy. 82 is our predicted high today with a low of 64. I think we already passed that 64 this morning. It was kind of cool when I came out. How about Cindy? You got your weather yet?
I do. It's currently 54 with a predicted high of 82. 0% chance of rain, 76% humidity. The winds are northeasterly at 0, which is totally unusual for us. And visibility is 10 miles with an UV index of 0. So
Did
we
you
had a
say
cold front that came
54?
through yesterday.
Did you say-
54, and we
54
were
degrees.
only 54. We were only. I think our high yesterday was 78 or 79.
They'll be
So
selling
fall is
parkas in
definitely-
Lubbock.
Oh no, it's wonderful though. It's such a
Go down to Ace Hardware and get your new snowshoes.
We do have Ace Hardware. We do.
I know
have
you
Ace
do.
Hardware here.
I know you do. The weather in the Philippines right now is not quite that cold. It's 83 degrees and looks like it's kind of fair right now. It is nighttime, so the UV index in the Philippines right now is close to 0. And, well, my phone is not cooperating. In Nashville, it's 57 degrees, partly cloudy. You're looking at a high of only 73 with a low of 50 degrees in Nashville. Get your coats out.
Fall's coming quick.
Yeah. What are you doing, Rick?
Somebody said they like the way I use my headset. It's on my cheek.
Yeah, well, whatever the weather is where you are, we hope you have a bright and sunny day here. It's morning sunshine. And we're glad to have you here on the program. It's 8:50 on the East Coast of the United States of America. That means it's 50 minutes after or 10 minutes till the top of the hour, however how you want to look at it. Is that glass half full or half empty? And, gosh, I'm telling you, it seems like it's been a minute since we've been here. Ricky and I have gone out and been big stars the other night. We went out and played at a club and knocked them dead.
We sure did. Oh, wow. We watched them.
We went out and had it was a great time.
And I just had a.
That wasn't a strip club, was it?
No.
But I did have about 7 or 8 groupies that looked like they come off the old folks' home bus. Like every time I'd break into one of those big old love ballads, they'd sneak up there around the piano, be up there drooling, and I'm thinking,
peeking around the corner.
I'm thinking, honey.
They was peeking around the corner like they was looking for something.
I looked at one, I'm thinking, where's your walker?
Yeah, the one lady walked up there, I thought she was going to topple over. She was holding her chest like she was having a heart attack.
Now, they weren't that old. They weren't old, but the last time I had groupies, they were like in school. These women are my age.
Yeah, man.
That's old.
But just remember, you're pushing the 6-0 now.
I know, and but still, I don't think about that. I walk around all day thinking I'm about 30.
Yeah, you'll be catching
and
up
I
with
look
me
in the
pretty
mirror and I
soon.
go, good night. Then 5 minutes later, I'm 30 again.
Well, somebody's going to get they're going to get a report. They want to know how we done because somebody else is interested in having us come in and rock the wall and strip the paint off the walls like we did down there.
Well, you got.
They're going to go talk to Cassie today.
It's just funny because of the way the songs we do. Good morning, Kelly. Morning sunshine. The chickens have risen. Kelly out there on the left-hand coast is up. It is 6. Let's see. What's this? 5:52 where Kelly is. So she's waking up like I do. I get up and I think I'm waking up to wake the chickens up, and Frank's already got them up. Frank's having lunch by 6 o'clock.
Well, you be right behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lori
Good
says
grief.
it's 69, mostly cloudy, high of 82, evening thunderstorms, and Farmville, North Carolina.
Farmville, North Carolina. There you go.
Yeah.
I'd like to know what the weather is in Lash Meat, West Virginia. If anybody could tell us.
Who meat?
Lash Meat. There's a place called Lash Meat, West Virginia, right there by Princeton.
Leave it to the North.
I'd like to know.
Leave it to West Virginia.
Oh, gosh. When I grew up, I remember all the different. I was thinking there's like Slab Fork, West Virginia, Clear Fork, West Virginia, Maple Fork, West Virginia. I was going to start my own town, call it Salad Fork.
I think Sherry's on. Where's she in Mabscott?
She's from Salad Fork. Cindy, is there any kind of forks out there in Lubbock? I mean, in Texas, not Lubbock. I know Lubbock's kind of.
Pitchfork.
It seems like there is a ranch that has forks in there. I'll have to think about
South
that.
Fork?
Pitchfork.
And the South Fork
Well,
where they did.
Pitchfork, that's right. The Pitchfork Ranch. Right.
It's
there
not
you go.
Pitchfork Ranch.
Well, what was
And
what,
it is a large, it's on the way between Lubbock and you go, before you get to the 4-6 Ranch, it's a Pitchfork.
How about the Dallas
Oh, there is.
show they
yeah, that
filmed
was
out there?
South Fork.
There was
Yeah, because I
South
went there.
Fork.
Well, they didn't let us in, but I did drive past and they let us stand outside and take a
Tracy
look.
says 60 is the new 30, just double the fun.
I hear you, Trey. I hear you. You know it. You know it.
Good morning to you. That's my ex-wife, by the way.
Uh-oh. Well, she still know what time it is.
Here, Frank. Hold that up in front of your face while Tracy's in the house. Just hold that up while Tracy's in the place.
Good morning, Tracy.
Yeah, good morning, Tracy.
That's the first time. That's the first time I've seen her pop in here.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, glad to have you.
Oh, wow.
You can't hide on Facebook. They'll find you.
Oh, no. They'll get you, boy. I'm telling you.
Let's go to Melora with a song called Consume Me. Here we go. I have to turn the volume up. All right. Cindy has a song that she co-wrote with Ron Oates, and I produced it.
What's the date today?
Today's September the, what is it, 6th?
8th, 7th?
No, it's the 6th, isn't it?
6th. Well, I think they got 2 more days or 3 more days of voting on that. So.
Okay, well hold on. Over the weekend, or Friday, I guess it was, she received notice, Saturday. She has been awarded, she has won an international songwriting competition. Why don't you tell us about that? That's not the same one we're talking. It's not the Global Peace Awards.
No, it's the
Good morning, Ron. Good morning, Ron.
Cluzan. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It is an international award, and I entered, in the categories, I entered Reflections in the Americana category, and Reflections won the Best Americana Song.
Wow. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so she won, that's a very prestigious international award, and then she is still, Reflections is still up for the Global Peace Awards as a finalist, and we'll know on the 25th is what I believe you told me, wasn't it?
Right, the 25th of September.
Yeah.
Well, you're getting mega, aren't you, Cindy?
Well, she's been mega for a long time. She just got this one song.
Okay. I mean,
she's been a big to-do for a while.
Oh, I'm just feel honored to even know you, to even know you.
Yeah. Yeah,
well,
I'm happy to know her too.
Award,
look, let me tell you something. She maxed out all of her pins. All of her badges for Brownie Scouts. She
sold the most cookies in Girl Scouts.
She's done it all. Yeah. She's done it all.
Yeah. Really?
Yep. Yep.
Wow,
she worked as a cook on a steamboat going up the Mississippi.
No, wait a minute.
No, we're eating a family.
That was right before that ship captain sold her to them Indians. And then she wound up in Texas.
See? That is bad. Cindy, I know if you had a big stick, you'd crack in one, wouldn't you?
I've been everywhere.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere.
I can imagine.
It is the top of the hour, and it's time to hear that old rooster crow. You ready? Good morning. All right, Kelly's already up. We can't wake her up. It's 6 o'clock out there on the left-hand coast of the United States of America. Matter of fact, it's 2 minutes after. So get up. Feed the chickens, slop the hogs, get the trash out. Go get some gas in the car.
Yeah, get you a cup of coffee.
Yeah. We have Miss Cindy out there in Lubbock, Texas.
Yeah, she's out there just racking them up, ain't you?
In Lubbock.
In Lubbock. That's awesome. That's awesome, Cindy.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
I guess you'll have to Photoshop her now at all these awards so we can put her picture
up. We wouldn't have any room for us on there. She got so many awards.
No. I don't do it for that reason.
Well, I know you don't do it for that reason, but it's still fun for you to have them. Good morning, everybody. This is Morning Sunshine. It's 3 minutes after the hour, and we're saying good morning to you. And as is my tradition, big howdy to you and Yarn. Buenos dias.
And Yarn?
Yeah, you and Yarn.
You and Yarn.
Buenos dias, guten morgen, ni hao, konnichiwa, nagamaga. Good morning.
Go ahead, Frank, do your rendition.
Nakamaka.
Se ve la que tungo avevo samas, molio, sukibanawa.
See.
That was Swahili.
He was.
Frank says C.
We.
That's the
in
game,
my French and Spanish. We and C.
Oh, good morning. You're listening to the Smallest Gifts Broadcasting Network. We call it SGBN because we don't want to say all that. And we have Cindy, who is the sane one of the bunch. She's being quiet, and she's a little bit reserved this morning. Cindy,
Come on, Cindy, what's
how come
wrong?
you're not cutting up this morning? Are you having a bad headache?
No.
Are your curlers too tight?
Yes, they are.
You've been huffing your perm.
Speculation. I'm just listening to you guys. Y'all are doing a pretty good job, so I'm listening.
What's funny is, I tease about Cindy all the time.
Cindy, you're my hero.
You can see her picture and see how sweet and dainty she is, and straight hair. And
Yeah.
she don't curl that hair.
She's my
got
hero.
pretty hair. She's got pretty skin. She's a very nice, sweet, dainty,
I'm just petite. I'm
dainty
fine
little.
petite.
She's a dainty little petite thing. I talk about her like she's Gladys Kravitz.
He's talking about huffing your fur.
You're huffing your perm juice, whatever that stuff is. Getting your wig tight.
I used to hate the smell of that stuff in that house.
Oh
Ooh.
my goodness! It smelled like rotten eggs, and then when your mom come out with that perm, it's got them little old bit, and you think, what'd you do that for? Of course, then they got to go get it all combed out and stuff.
Then she put on a big pot of collard greens, let them cook all day.
Oh Lord!
Fill the house up with a different aroma.
Yeah.
Well, Frank, you have been underneath one, so you should smell it when it's on top of you rather than just permeating the room.
Is this news? Bam, bam, bam.
Man, Frank
when did this happen?
Frank had a fro bigger than Rooster Cogger. I mean, he had a fro out here like this, man.
You got to show me that picture.
No, Frank, look.
You got to let me
Frank
see
had
that
a
picture,
look,
man.
dude. Frank had a fro, and he had some of them Kiss boots that come up past his knees. They were about that high. He was DJing at a club here called the Firehouse. Frank was an animal.
Who are you, Fire Marshal Bill?
Frank was an animal.
Frank, you got to have a picture of that.
And him and Wayne Renfro got the idea that they could fill that joint up full of women and attract the sailors, get the women. So they start booking these male dancers, the Fabulous Tales for Females. That's what they called them.
What?
They started bringing them in about once a month, and I'm thinking, I ain't going in that place.
Look, you couldn't even get in the place. Line all the way down the street.
They wrapped up around the building like a cinnamon roll, Rick.
You had on some knee-high boots?
Yeah, he had on knee-high boots. Hey, Chris, where have you been?
Oh, my God.
Is your finger broke? Can you not even call and tell somebody you're going to be late?
I just said he's.
We've been
bread.
worried sick about you.
He's been packing.
He's here
that
now,
season.
Cindy. Did you see that? Chris is here.
Good.
We've
Good
been
morning,
worried.
Chris.
We've been worried sick about you.
Now, Cindy.
Glad you're here.
Let's just sit back and imagine Frank with a big fro and some knee-high boots and some tight pants on.
Tight pants? Had spandex. Looks like somebody painted him. He wore spandex. It looked like 200 pounds of potatoes in a 50-pound sack.
Now, everybody, we see Frank right here. Now, let's just take ourselves back in time and imagine that.
How was your Labor Day?
Hey, we were both young and pretty one time.
How was your Labor Day?
Stop.
Yeah, Ricky laid up at the Holiday Inn.
Oh, come on now. Come on, yeah, you sure
I'm out
need to.
myself. Hey, good morning to you. It's 8 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock. We've already had a bunch of people coming through here this morning. We're glad you're here. Our Facebook signal got interrupted, so we had to restart, and we still got thousands of people coming through here. So it's really cool that you guys hang in there like you do. I want to talk to you about something, and I'm going to go into my B.J. Thomas song. You know, I've gone through a period. I've mentioned it a few times. I've gone through a period where I think all of us at some point go through a dark spell.
Yeah.
And we get things out of perspective, and sometimes you don't see it coming, and it hits you, and then especially when you're a person that's always positive and up and things like that, and over years, where like in my case, where I've always been the guy that's got to be up and keep everybody up, all of a sudden something happened in my life that made me just break.
It's consuming.
Well, but here's the good thing about it. It's like getting open heart surgery. You don't realize how sick you are. Then the doctor says, you got a problem, pal. Then they go in there and they fix you. And your chest is sore, and you have a few healing and stuff like that. But once it's over, you're better than you were when you went under the knife.
Yeah.
That's where I am right now. And I want to encourage you guys that if anybody is carrying around a bunch of stuff you shouldn't be carrying around in your head, I have started a new little thing. Some of you have seen it, some of you have not, called Change Your Mental Address.
Yeah.
Move out of that dark neighborhood. Move out of that neighborhood where you're living in your mind. You know, don't let people take your joy, and don't take it from yourself, because most of the stuff that we do in this kind of deal is self-inflicted.
Yeah.
And that's what it was with me. It was self-inflicted, where I began to just think in terms of the negative instead of thinking in terms of the positive. And I'm the most positive guy in the world. How did that ever happen? Oh, maganda gabi dun sa anak na babae dito, Marianne Lubaso. That's my daughter. That's my girl in the Philippines.
He said enough words. I thought he was talking to 4 or 5 different people.
But anyway,
I thought he really lost it.
Anak na babae ko. Well, anyway, I slid into it because she's there in the Philippines. Good morning, or good evening there. God bless you too. But anyway, when you get yourself in that, change your mental address. And that's what I've been doing. I just packed up my stuff and moved back to a good neighborhood. In fact, I don't know that I had been in a good neighborhood for a long time.
Yeah.
And I think I'd just been masking it. And I had a tragic event, or something that I presume to be tragic, that ended up being a very positive event that caused me to have to think. Yes, daughter from another mother. I better clarify that. We adopted each other.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. We adopted each other.
Okay, Johnny Appleseed.
Yeah. But anyhow, I'm trying to make a point here.
Yeah.
And I keep forgetting what it is. But if you're living in a dark place, and it's like I said too in a monologue that I did that I don't know, it's had thousands of shares, and I just did it on Friday, or thousands of views. The one thing is that we sometimes want to fix everything. And some of you may be offended by what I'm about to say, but some of you will blame the devil. And the devil he hadn't had to bother us, because we're doing it to ourselves. We're doing it to ourselves. He don't have to bother us. And sometimes, like in my case, thinking in terms of religion made it worse, because I was then applying guilt for feeling the way that I was.
Yeah.
And sometimes what we have to do is get a hold of our own brain before we can even get to a spiritual place, because we're mentally disconnected. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And Cindy, are you tracking this with me?
I am.
And we have to mentally reconnect, or our mind can't talk to our spirit, because our brain, it comes under that kind of like the flesh, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Yeah.
So if our spirit is saying, I need, but my mind, my fleshly mind is saying, but I'll fix it. We have to get our brain connected to our spirit.
Back again.
And if we don't get our mind and spirit working together, we're going to have this disconnect.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what happens. I think we all go through this. We have little things that trigger things that come up, and finally your wagon gets too full. Yes, exactly, Chris. Your wagon gets too full, and then you start putting self-condemnation on yourself.
Yep.
And you start beating your own self up.
Yep.
And if your brain is not connected with your spirit, so my encouragement to you is this: start filling your mind with positive things.
Amen.
Stop telling yourself I
Yeah.
can't. Stop telling yourself I won't. Stop telling yourself I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
Don't tell yourself. Don't tell yourself that you're less than the perfect creation that you are.
There you go.
And if there are changes that you want to make, like what I've done, is to redirect my thought as I've started pouring everything else into getting myself in physical condition. And I start off with many, M-A-N-Y, many, M-I-N-I, goals. And that first one I do in the morning sets the pace for the rest of the day, and I've got something done. And even if you physically can't do something, I bet you can stand up and sit down in the chair 7 or 8 times.
That's right.
Just sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up, do it 8 or 10 times, and get to where you can do it 20 times.
Yeah.
If you can't do that, do something. Pick up a book and just hold a book and go
Yeah,
back and forth
do
a few
something.
times. Do something, even if it's not that. Maybe it's reading, whatever it is. Well, Kelly, I'm glad that's what you needed to hear. Just get that brain in tune with where your spirit already
That's
is.
right.
Because if you already have a relationship with the Creator, if you already have that relationship, sometimes it's difficult for your brain to engage in your spirit, and your brain will talk you out of stuff.
Sure will.
It'll just talk you right out of it. So here's what I want to do. I want to keep this on a positive note. I'm going to go right back to Mighty Clouds of Joy by B.J. Thomas. Let's think about it. Let's change that mental address.
Amen.
Let's get pumped up this morning. There is nothing, no weapon that's formed against us is ever going to prevail.
Ever going to prosper.
It ain't going to prevail. Ain't going to happen.
Amen. In your bed, and them old dark clouds been hanging around your head, but all your hard times will vanish in the wind when the mighty clouds of joy come rolling in. Holy Jesus, let your love seize us. Oh, let us find sweet peace within. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Happiness begins when the mighty clouds of joy come rolling in. Those old storm clouds are slowly drifting by, and those old raindrops are fading from your eyes. Oh, Mr. Sun will shine on us again when the mighty clouds of joy come rolling in. Oh, holy Jesus, let your love seize us, Jesus. Oh, let us find sweet peace within. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Happiness begins when the mighty clouds of joy come rolling in. Holy Jesus, please let your love seize us, Jesus. Oh, let us find sweet peace within. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Happiness begins when the mighty clouds of joy come rolling in.
The mighty clouds of joy come rolling in. That's B.J. Thomas. See, that song just gets me pumped up in the morning.
You know, I had never heard that until you started. I didn't know B.J. Thomas cut that.
Oh, man, I think it's great.
I didn't know, but he
I
did
love
an
it.
awesome job on that.
Yeah. Don't you like it, Cindy?
I do. I love it. Well, I love B.J. Thomas. I've always loved him.
Yeah, he's an amazing performer and artist. He really is.
I'm not going to tell the story, but do you remember the B.J. Thomas incident at Chesapeake Jubilee? When we were doing the show with B.J. Thomas back, gosh, I can't remember. There were 30,000 people out there at the Chesapeake Jubilee. We went out there just pulverized them with all that Southern rock stuff we were doing. We were opening.
Yeah.
And BJ came out and he said, "Give him an hour to settle down. I'm not coming out." Give him an hour to settle down. I'm not coming out there. I'm not following that. Made the promoter mad. You can't outshine the stars, boy. You can't outshine the stars.
Yeah. I've
When
been
you're the
in a
opening act, you
situation.
can't outshine the stars.
Yeah, I've been in a situation.
Well, we were
like
young,
that.
and we just went out there and started throwing bullets.
Hey, y'all was hungry. Y'all was trying to get it. Hey,
Oh gosh,
that's
the hippies!
what you do.
The hippies, BJ come out there. He's doing raindrops. They're throwing beer cups at him. Bring that band back.
How about some beer drops? Take these beer drops.
Go open up for Alabama and play every Alabama song they've ever played.
Oh my goodness! Who was that did that to Hank Snow? Was that Jones that did that to Hank Snow? I think it was Jones. Hank wouldn't let George Jones go on last. George don't like. He's going to close every show. He is. He went to Hank's homecoming. So Hank goes out there and does George Jones goes out there before Hank does all Hank's songs. That's the same night Buddy Spiker hit Hank's toupee with a fiddle bow and knocked his toupee off right on the stage.
Trying to catch it.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, this morning sunshine, it's 19 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock here on the east coast of the United States of America, where we're bracing for a hurricane that is the largest hurricane on record. They say this thing is the size of Ohio, and it's going to go right up Nick Baird's driveway.
Yeah, because if it's not coming here, I'm glad, too.
Well, no, once it takes that hook left, we're going to probably get a good portion of it. So,
gee whiz, I don't need that.
Well, I know, but what? Here, call Pat Robertson and get him to straighten it out for you.
Somebody go down there and stand up and then Chesapeake Bay. Wow, we really don't need that.
We sure don't.
We really don't.
Well, Cindy, I'm going to play Reflections. I meant to play it a while ago, and I don't know what happened. But anyway, this is the award-winning and still up for the Global Peace Awards, internationally acclaimed singer-songwriter for the internationally acclaimed and awarded song Reflections. Here's Cindy Hewlett.
Autumn's in the morning breeze as it gently welcomes me. Time to reap from what's been sown. Celebrate the harvest grown. With gratefulness I must reflect and thank God for provisions met. He can take a tiny seed and provide for me all I'll ever need. I look back to yesterday, lessons learned along the way, patience, love, and honesty. These are now my legacy, and I know all good things take time. Roots will grow, 'cause the wind is gonna blow. Seasons come and seasons go, bountiful or harvest low. Even when the winter comes, love will grow from the seeds I sow.
That is the beautiful and talented, award-winning, internationally recognized and acclaimed Cindy Hewlett with
That's a
Reflections.
beautiful song, Cindy. It really is. I was listening to the words. That is just totally beautiful. It really is.
Yeah, I mean, and you know what's kind of cool is being in the position that I've been with Cindy for the last several years. It's kind of like getting to be in the delivery room when the baby's born, you know, because I remember when she called me up and told me that she'd been working on this, and sent me just the rough demo of her playing it in her house.
Yeah.
You know, and then now we hear it with this, you know, with all the orchestration, with her voice and all that kind of stuff. It's just, Cindy, it's just really amazing. It's such a great song.
Thank
It's
you.
so deserving of the
well,
awards.
and it just had a birthday. This song had a birthday because I wrote it on the weekend 2 years ago. So that makes it really, that's really special that 2 years later it's where it is. And you don't know that. When you write a song, you love it, but you don't know if everyone else. You really don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you, it's very deserving of the acclaim that it's getting. It's a beautiful song.
It's a beautiful song. Do you play piano, Cindy? You play
she
piano?
plays better than I do.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you played
play
piano.
different. We play different.
She really plays well. She plays very, very well. All right, Chris, you had asked me to do a song, and I'm going to do it. I played myself already once, but I'm going to play it again because Chris asked me to, and he sent me a really nice note about this song. So I'm going to play it for him. It's called Call It Even.
There are times in my life that I have forgotten how the Lord of my life carries my pain. When I bring him the wrong that tries to consume me, he forgives me unmeasured again and again and calls it even. He calls it even. When he adds up my progress, it all comes to nothing. But he leads me with mercy to that place in the road. Then he reaches beyond, bringing me closer, but never counting the miles that I must go, and calls it even. He just calls it even. I bring him gifts and he gives me grace. I bring him confusion and he puts me in place and calls it when I give him my best, it's all or nothing. Just black or it's white, and no middle ground. Will the sum of my life be all that he wanted? But he'll balance the scales when he hands me my crown and call it even. He'll call it even. He'll call it calls it even.
It's 29 minutes after the hour here on the east coast of the United States of America. It's 9:29. So it's 29 minutes after the hour somewhere where you are.
Hey, Cindy, can I ask you
Morning
a
is
question?
flying. Yes. Yes.
Is there an email address for Smallest Gifts Ministries?
Yes.
Well-
info@smallestgiftsministries.org.
Info. Okay.
Okay.
Let me tell you why I ask. Everybody listening to us out in the radio, we want to hear from you too. Not just the people here on Facebook and YouTube, but we want to hear from our listeners across radio, across the world. Send us an email.
Yeah.
Let us know how you're doing, where you're at, what you think of the program, any questions, and let us read your emails.
Yeah.
For all the radio listeners. I don't know what are our numbers up to there, Mr. Carmen?
Well, they're split because we had a bunch of them on the first half.
Right.
So let me just see where we are. All right.
Yeah, your value is very important to us. So if you email us at info@smallestgiftsministries.org.
Combined, we're at about 1,800 or so views right now.
That's awesome.
About 1,800 or so is
That's
what I have.
awesome.
So that's where we are, and we're glad you stopped by for the Morning Sunshine. That's hard to say, Morning Sunshine show.
I get that mixed up with Morning Sunrise or Morning Sunshine.
Yeah.
I never know what to type.
Oh, half the time I think you were started off the other day with SGBN with a W. And,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I guess on the left side of the coast, what did you say? It's K.
Yeah. Here we go with Jason Crabb along with T. Graham Brown on a song called Soul Talk. Wake up this morning.
I went down to the river walking. Me and my Lord had to do a little talking. Whoa, things have been bad now, don't you know? Even my old friend, the river was low. But I followed that water on down a hill till I found a little spot where the water was still. Felt better than a building with a big tall steeple. Like a church for folks that ain't church people. I kicked off my shoes and got baptized, purified and sanctified. I listened to the water and began to pray. That old man river had a lot to say. Whoa, soul talk. It's helping me walk the walk. Soul talk. It's helping me walk the walk. Soul talk, yeah. It's helping me walk the walk. Soul talk. It's helping me walk the walk. It's helping me walk the walk. Oh, way off in the woods where there ain't no noise. When I stop and listen, I can hear the voice. Peace beyond all understanding. In a world that can be so demanding. Now my dark days are so much brighter. The load I bear is a little bit lighter. Giving me a brand new start. Speaking the language of my heart. Yeah, that's right. Soul talk. Helping me walk the walk. Soul talk. Helping me walk the walk. I got a soul talk. Gonna soul talk. Helping me walk the walk. Helping me walk the walk. If I'm gonna talk the talk, I better walk the walk. If you're gonna talk the talk, you better walk the walk. If you're gonna talk the talk, anybody can talk the talk, but you better walk the walk. Come on, come on, come on. It's helping me walk the walk.
And it is helping me walk the walk this morning.
Yeah, me too.
Felt better than a church with the big tall steeple.
Yeah,
like a church with folks that ain't church people.
I felt pretty good this morning.
How many times do you think church people run people up out of church?
Every day.
You know? It's interesting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What's a haboob?
A haboob, that's a big windstorm across the desert.
Oh, because Chris said they haven't had
We get
any.
those in Lubbock.
Really?
Actually, we get those. We've had several of. Well, we don't. It's not every year, but we've had several. I'll find some pictures and I'll send you a picture of one.
Yes, I would like to see that. That's it. I would find that, even though I lived in Texas, I would find that very, very interesting. Lori says the track is now bringing Irma to North Carolina. It's going to get hit.
Y'all didn't have them down in Zimbabwe?
Nah. The only time that happened was when the elephants and stuff were during, the migration, when the wildebeest and all. Yeah,
The elephants.
Yeah. Elephants come through there, but it was more than a haboob.
That was called Roll Tide Roll. That was
that was the University of Alabama. What that was. you just thought that was a herd of elephants. That was Coach Bear Bryant and company.
Yeah, well, it sure sounded like elephants.
Those boys, when Coach Bryant was the coach, they didn't come out there wondering whether or not they're going to beat you. They just trying to decide how bad they're going to beat you.
Same thing with Nick Saban.
I know. I remember one time when University of Tennessee beat Florida. They were interviewing Spurrier after the game. He said, "So what are you going to do, Coach, to regroup?" He said, "Well, we're going to get back. We're going to get back to Florida. We're going to get off the bus. We're going to start running. We're going to quit about Tuesday."
Yeah, he worked them boys. We're going
to quit about Tuesday.
Yeah, he worked them boys. Wow.
Hold on. Watch this. Watch this. Good morning, Jimmy Palacio. Yes, how may I be of service to you?
Cindy, maybe you want to talk a little bit about smallest
what
gifts.
Now?
So how long Cindy, how long do those dust
And who would that be? I'm on the radio right now, and so
how long do they last?
We're just listening to him.
Should I call you back after the show, you think? I'll call you back. Thanks. All right, brother. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
How long do those dust storms usually last?
Haboobs?
Yeah. How long do they last, Cindy?
Until they pass through. It's a big wall of dirt.
Okay, I understand.
Until it's done. How long's a piece of string?
And it comes through. It passes through. And then all the dirt is left. It's like well, it doesn't last as long as the hurricane, this last hurricane that just
She
stayed,
really
but it
can
just
be
passes
smart.
through.
Yeah, she sure can,
because
because she sure cut my head off, didn't she?
Cindy's
Thank you, Cindy. That's the first time
she can be like a little copperhead.
That's the first time I've ever seen you pull that machete out. Yow! Hey, can I put my head back on now?
I don't think that was a machete. I think she just whooped you with a switch.
Yeah, did you whip me with a switch?
Cindy?
Oh, I didn't hear that. Did I? No.
Sounds like you whooped him. Sound like you whooped him with a switch.
Yeah.
No, never. No, I'm not mean.
Yeah.
Okay, because I've only seen that on National Geographic and stuff, but I didn't know how long one would last. But how long does that?
Well, and if you go back and you look in the Dust Bowl in the 1920s that came through Oklahoma and Texas,
that lasted for months or years.
Now they would call. Well, it's because the ground was so dry, and but still the haboobs, what we actually call haboobs, they're coming, and it's just a huge, great wall of dirt.
Okay.
And actually, when they do, I guess the first one we experienced was 4 or 5 years ago here, in recent years.
See, I always thought that a haboob was the sound an elephant makes when he has gas in a tunnel.
Okay, go ahead, Cindy.
Yes.
I'm listening.
But you can predict it, and everything. It gets dark. It can be beautiful, but it gets dark, and that wall of dirt just passes through. So I don't know, 5-10 minutes. It's not very long.
Okay, that's what I was trying. Yeah, that's what I was trying to find out.
Yeah, but it leaves a lot. Oh my goodness, where other people have the rain, they have the storms, they have to clean up. In Lubbock, we have dirt. These dust storms come through, and you just have to get out, clean your porches, clean your windows. Dirt can come in your house. You just have to get the vacuum cleaner and cleaning out of the windows, cleaning out of everything.
Wow.
Sounds like remember when the towers fell in New York.
Yeah,
All that smoke went down the street.
Yeah, all that dust and stuff. I would like to really see a dust storm. I really would.
Right.
Really?
And what about
Yeah.
in the West where they're having
I want to see that. I want to see that kind of stuff.
That's
man.
like hard sandpaper. That'd blow you away.
I'd like to see a bullet coming straight at my eye.
Right.
I want to see how that felt. I'd like to see a dust storm. Let me tell you something. I used to say I'd like to see a tornado till I rode one.
Well, I've seen one. I've seen one in Texas.
Yeah, you want to see him freak out now? Mention a tornado warning around him.
Well, I don't freak out. I just go into full alert, man. Because
I see
hey, I
one.
rode the lightning. I rode one 510 feet.
Wow.
Picked us up in a van, parked us in the top of a tree.
Wow.
And the tree broke down with us in the van still. Cars rolling beside us. People dying all around us. 12 people killed within a quarter mile of where we were, well, about a half a mile of where we were. And cars rolling in a tree had pinned us to the ground because we landed in the tree and the tree broke down with us. We flew through the air.
Yeah.
Look, here I'm the guy that's I'm on Fox News with Trace Gallagher. I'm the family that's getting interviewed post tornado. I was scared, my wife was scared, and the kids was scared, and the dog was scared. We was all scared plumb to death.
All scared.
Because we're in Tennessee, so we're
scared.
Yeah. See that place right over there in the grass? Well, now that's not it. That's where the UFO came down, but the tornado hit right there.
Over.
There's where my wife fell in the grass and rolled around a while. She couldn't get up. But over here, this one over here is where the UFO hit right there. Let me tell you what's funny though. This is funny. We were watching the TV after the tornado. Look, and they got the guy's trailer. The wheels are facing the camera. Okay,
Yeah.
The house trailer is the wheels are facing the camera. So the house trailer is like this.
Yeah.
All right. Then his garage is like just pieces of like just the post for the garage, and the rest of it's gone. And they're interviewing the guy, and he's going through that. I was scared, and my wife was scared, and the kids was scared. And I look in the background, and I start dying laughing. There's a dog chained to a tree. And I'm thinking, this poor dog has rode out this tornado chained to
a tree. Oh, no.
I'm thinking, man, this poor animal has been chained to this tree
all the while. He thought he was Superman.
That Joker was saying, "What is wrong with you?
You should get me off this chain. When I get off this chain, I'm gone.
You better not let me loose from this chain.
You won't have to look for me no more.
I am biting somebody when I get off this chain.
Somebody getting bit today.
That's out in Murfreesboro. I don't know. That's been 20. It's been a long time ago.
Yeah, but I've seen
been about 11, 12 years ago, I guess. But
I saw the tornado that hit downtown Fort Worth. I was standing right down at 820. That runs through Richland Hills, and I just walked down to the service road as it was coming, and I stood there and watched it when it hit downtown, engulfed all those buildings, tore up everything. Then it went across 635, and then went into Arlington.
Was that the same one that tore up the stadium that you were in?
Yeah, I saw that one. I was like, whoa.
Because you can get that on YouTube. The live footage of that tornado. Was that the same one?
It tore up the stadium downtown Nashville?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Remember when they were building it?
Yeah, that was a different
That
one.
was
This
the year
one was
before.
April. Yeah, this was April of 2006. It was April 7th of 2006, I believe, is when that tornado came through there, and it was a dandy.
I'll tell you what's interesting.
Yeah, it is terrible, isn't it, Lori?
Is dogs and cats and horses and cattle.
Man, animals, they really
know,
suffer. They know what time it is.
Way before we ever know that it's coming.
Yeah, somebody ought to get Channel 13 or somebody ought to get a dog in there to predict the weather. Just
well, they got a couple of them.
Those cats they got on these TV stations, they're guessing at it like the rest of us.
Dog to me.
Yeah, they're guessing at it like the rest of us. Here's Jeff Seidel with a song called Kyrie. Kyrielation means Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy on the road that I must travel.
Is this my guitar debut?
It's your guitar
again?
gig.
Okay, yeah, I got to do my guitar gig.
The wind blows
heart against this mountainside, across the sea into my soul. It reaches into where I cannot hide, setting my feet upon the road. My heart is old, it holds my memories. My body burns a gem like flame. Somewhere between the soul and soft machine is where I find myself again. Carrying down the road that I must travel. Carrying through the darkness of the night. Carrying where I'm going, will you follow? Carrying on a highway in the night. When I was young, I thought of growing old, of what my life would mean to me. Would I follow down my chosen road, or only wished what I could be? Carrying down the road that I must travel. Carrying through the darkness of the night. Carrying where I'm going, will you follow? Carrying on a highway in the night. Oh, oh, Carrying down the road that I must travel. Carrying through the darkness of the night. Carrying where I'm going, will you follow? Carrying on a highway in the night. Carrying down the road that I must
Hi, folks. I'm Marty Raven of the country music group Shenandoah, and you're listening to the Smallest Gifts Radio Network on SGBN.
Over.
Excuse me with
Over.
that. A skirt.
I was scared. Were you
Boy.
scared, Cindy?
Hello.
Cindy?
Yes.
Were
Okay,
you-
I put it on mute so you can.
Oh.
I'm having to move around the house. I'm having to get things. I have to leave after the show this morning, so I'm working.
Oh, you
So I
do?
have you
Uh-oh.
on mute.
Okay.
Yes,
you
I have
got
to go
stuff.
get my mom.
Oh, that's
today's
right.
my
Oh,
mother's.
yeah,
Yes.
You know, I
yeah,
keep
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
today's
Wednesday.
Does it seem like Monday to
Yes,
y'all?
it's
Yeah.
Wednesday, so this is my
Yeah.
busy day. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So was
Okay.
I scared? Was I scared about what?
He was making fun of the way I was talking about the hillbillies, saying I was scared and my kids was scared and my dog was scared and we was all
Over.
scared to death.
Scared.
Over.
Scared.
In
Over.
Texas, they're scared. Or no,
Yeah.
I love the way he said scared.
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 Yeah.
Scared
Yeah.
to death. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to think that the same people that saw UFOs was the ones that got hit with and I think it's funny too, like we've talked about before. Somebody drives a UFO all the way across the galaxy,
To come and get some cows.
To go all the way. They don't go to Niagara Falls. They don't go see the Eiffel Tower. They go to Kansas to cut the hind ends out of cows.
The hind ends.
HINE-IN.
Get the hind ends.
Not the hind ends.
And
the
draw,
hind ends.
and draw pictures in the corn.
Yeah, they
draw pictures
they come
in
to
the
draw
corn.
pictures in the corn.
In the corn.
They don't. Yeah, they don't come to go. They don't go to Disney World or anything. They come all the way across the galaxy.
Yeah.
He gonna wake up one
Well,
night.
wait a minute. It gets better. It gets better than that. Though.
What?
It's out of male cows, and they eat them.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
The what?
Are you talking about that?
What?
Are you talking about when they cut the hind ends out of the male cows?
I
and
guess.
Then they eat them?
I don't know what they do with them. I don't know if they eat them or if they like making a quilt with them, or I don't know what they're
They
doing with
fry them. They fry them up and eat them.
They do.
Wow.
Yes, that's
Cindy.
a Texas thing. Yeah.
Wait a
that's
minute, wait a minute, Cindy. Are we talking about the same thing? We're talking about aliens, but
She's talking about
talking about aliens. Well, I mean, that's a real thing. People really do go to they have, where they take care of that. They take care of we only need so many bulls.
This portion of
and
our
they turn
program
into
is brought
something
to you by.
wait a minute, Cindy.
Well,
let me
listen,
get.
I'm not in front of my computer. I'm not there with you, so I can only hear through the.
Well, we were talking
what
about
you're talking
aliens.
about.
We were talking about aliens coming across the galaxy for the sole
Okay.
and they don't.
And she went to talk about cutting hind ends out
Well,
and
you're
eating
talking
them.
about. You said, and then they go to Kansas and eat the hind end of cattle, or they. or
I know
cut
what I
off the hind
said.
end
No, what
of
I
cattle.
said was. You made this really funny, by
Oh
the
yeah,
way.
you did.
You made this really funny.
Cindy, I love
said
it.
they fly across the galaxy to come to Earth, and they don't go to somewhere like
Oh,
Niagara
God.
Falls or like the Grand Canyon. They go to Kansas and cut the hind ends out of cows.
Unknown caller.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. I missed that first part. I missed the aliens.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you.
I'm on a different. Wait a minute, audience. You got to understand. I'm on a different phone today. It's better, but it's not
You're
best.
talking about
So
them.
I get this in pieces. So I have to put it all together.
Fried keister.
That's a big deal.
You want that on a
That's big deal.
sesame seed bun or regular?
You want some hot sauce with that?
Okay.
Yeah, I like mine with hot sauce.
You know, that reminds me that I'm a second-hand vegetarian
Why's that?
because cows eat grass and I eat cows.
Yeah, that's it. You know, I keep telling all these people don't eat meat. I think now understand what happens. All the stuff that, like most of the stuff that we eat for meat, eats the green stuff. Now, if we're all eating the green stuff, sooner or later it's not going to be any green stuff, and they are not as discriminate about what they eat. You know what I mean? Like a bear, I'm sure he likes honey and berries and all that, but if Joker get hungry enough, he gonna look at you like a pork chop, you know? So
Look at your hind end.
look at your hind end. Yeah, people for the
All new aliens.
huh?
All new aliens.
Yeah, all you new aliens. Good grief.
Boy, y'all something else, boy, I swear. I love it, Cindy. Come on with it, baby girl.
Well, I'm going to talk about part of our subject Monday. We had barbecue. We were eating ribs, and my youngest son does not. He could be a vegetarian very easily, and he cannot eat ribs. He said, "I can't. I feel like Fred Flintstone sitting here eating this rib off this cow." So he did have a hard time with that. That was funny.
Are you vegetarian?
No.
Me neither.
No, I'm not. I had a friend that she said she was a vegetarian. She only eats chicken and fish.
That's not a
That's a
vegetarian.
joke. She really did say that. This was years ago. But if you're a true vegetarian, you do not eat any. You do not eat.
Drinks milk.
A true vegetarian doesn't eat. It won't even eat anything that.
They won't. That's
if you
right.
eat a vegetable, even if you pull it up and it dies, I think isn't that a true vegetarian?
Who
They don't
knows?
eat that either.
I mean, I'm not. I mean, I like rabbit food to a
But
certain
you start
extent,
thinking
but I'm
about
not
it.
gonna keep eating it.
You think about it, and you go to the store. You go to like a like he was talking about the hamburger.
Yeah.
And you say, "Yes, ma'am. I would like the piece of a dead cow that's been dead for several weeks, and I'd like to have it all ground up and cooked on the thing and put it on some bread for me. Would you do that?
How does that sound?
You know what? I appreciate the Indians that were here before us, and they did have to survive on some protein. But I really love the fact that they did not kill for the sake of just killing.
Right.
And I am not for that. The sport of killing, I'm just going to say that I'm 100% against that.
Me too.
You know, if we needed
Me
that
too.
to survive. But the Indians, the early Indians, you know, they would bless them and they would bless their spirits. And I appreciated that. But
Yeah.
their attitude towards meat, I think, was much better than what we
I was
are.
watching Alaska, The Last Frontier on History Channel or whatever channel it is.
Oh, yeah.
National Geographic.
I love watching
and, I mean,
that.
they've been out for days now trying to get a moose. By this time, they're going to eat anything with fur, feathers, or fins. By the time that show was over, they were looking for bugs, man. They're trying to find anything they can find to put up that freezer.
But if you ever notice, anytime they make a kill, they'll kill. They'll shoot one thing. They'll go down there and they bless it, and they
give thanks.
Give thanks for it.
Thank
and
the animal, and the animal sit there saying, "Yeah, you're welcome. I got a gunshot wound," and you're sitting here saying, "Thank you."
Yeah,
while the other animals out there saying, "I have a dream." Wait a minute. I got a gunshot wound.
Yeah, but I just like the way, and they killed just that one.
I had a horse
They always
that
give
broke
a blessing, and they take it home, and they eat out of necessity, not just because they want to put a trophy on their wall.
I had a horse that broke his leg, so I shot him. Then I had a crippled horse with a gunshot wound.
See?
I think somebody needs to explain what Smallest Gifts is.
Yeah, somebody needs to. Because that's not a small gift.
This is Morning Sunshine, and this is where we just try to bring a little jocularity and levity into your life.
Yeah.
Smallest Gifts Ministries is an organization that what we do is we help folks in different parts of the world. We help folks at a dialysis center in Texas, in Lubbock, and we help children in the Philippines and people when they have a need. That's our specific goals, and it's because of people like you that share and get our programming out, and we hope that we can start getting folks that will want to participate with us and all that, but just by you sharing and being with us in the morning does us a lot of good. Here's Ray Price with a song called I Believe, and then we'll be signing off. Here we go.
I believe for every drop of rain that falls, a flower grows. I believe that somewhere in the darkest night a candle glows. I believe for everyone who goes astray, someone will come to show the way. I believe, I believe above the storm, the smallest prayer will still be heard. I believe that someone in the great somewhere hears every word. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry or touch a leaf or see the sky, then I know why. I believe. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry or touch a leaf or see the sky, then I know why.
All right, that's going to do it for us. It's the top of the hour. It's 10 o'clock here on the East Coast of the United States of America. That means it's straight up the top of the hour somewhere where you are. Thank you for joining us this morning. We've had a big time. Good to have you.
Hey, I had a wonderful time.
Have a good day, guys.
Hey,
all right.
You do the same, Cindy. We love you.
Talk to y'all later. Love y'all too. Y'all have a great one.
All right, see you later.
And let her know you think about her when you're gone.
Good morning, America. How are you?
Good morning, starshine. The earth says hello. You twinkle.